Globally, friends, research has shown that 90% of the times when a company closes anywhere in the world, the reason for such closure is bad working capital management. And therefore, whenever you have to deal with a company in any capacity, be it as a shareholder, customer, vendor, investor, lender, doesn't really matter, employee, doesn't really matter in what capacity that you are going to deal with a company, you need to find out as to how is the working capital management of this company. There are many ways in which you can find out or you can assess, evaluate working capital management of a company. Some of the ways in which you can find out how efficient is the working capital management of a company is number one, by calculating number of days of inventory carried. So number of days of inventory carried. Obviously, जितना एक कंपनी की इन्वेंट्री कम होगी, company is supposed to be that much efficient in the inventory management. So, how do I calculate the efficiency of a business in the management of inventory? By calculating a number which is number of days of inventory carried. And how do I calculate this number of days of inventory carried at any given point in time? And that is by dividing the inventory by the per day of COGS, dividing inventory by the figure of per day of COGS. And how do I calculate per day of COGS? I will calculate per day of COGS by dividing COGS, that is cost of goods sold, divided by 365. So this will tell me as to how many days of inventory this company is carrying. Remember, if this number of days of inventory which this company is carrying, if it is increasing year after year, that means this company is having bad working capital management, bad inventory management. But if this number is declining year after year, that means this company is achieving operational efficiency in the management of its inventory, which of course is a good sign. That means this company will get higher valuation. The second ratio that you will calculate, or the second number that you will calculate to evaluate or assess efficiency in the management of working capital, is number of days of receivables outstanding. Obviously, lower the number, better it is. That means as a company, as an efficient company, my number of days of outstanding at any given point in time must be as less as possible. तो जितना number of days of outstanding is there at any given, जितना कम होगा, it is so much better for me as a company. So how would I calculate this? I will calculate it by dividing the figure of receivables by the per day of my sales. And remember, here you can have a variation. You can take a per day of sales, or you can take a per day of credit sales. Whatever you do it consistently, do it uniformly. That means if you are dividing the figure of receivables by the figure of per day of total sales, you must do it so year after year. Or if you are dividing it by per day of credit sales, then you must do the same year after year. You cannot change in between and then make a comparison, because then you will not be able to compare, because then it will not be apple to apple comparison, it will be apple to orange comparison. So whatever you do in ratio analysis, financial analysis, please remember you have to do it consistently. And how do I find out my per day of sales? So my sales of the year divided by 365 will give me per day of my sales for that year. And that is how I will calculate number of days of receivables outstanding. जितना ये figure कम है, so if the number of days of receivables outstanding is reducing month after month or year after year, that means this company's working capital management is so much efficient, so much effective, and it is so much working. Number three, ratio that you would calculate for the purpose of efficiency in working capital management is the number of days of payable outstanding. So like you will calculate number of days of receivables outstanding, You will also calculate number of days of payables outstanding. And how will you calculate the number of days of payables outstanding? And that is by dividing payables by the per day of EBITDA cost. Per day of EBITDA cost. And how do you find out the EBITDA cost? EBITDA cost is the total of COGS plus SG&A. EBITDA cost is total of COGS plus SG&A. So you will divide the EBITDA cost. That means you will divide the total of COGS and SG&A put together by 365. This will give you your per day's EBITDA cost. And you divide the payables by the amount of payables by the per days of EBITDA cost, and that will give you the number of days of payables outstanding at any given point in time. Interestingly, friends, and please pay attention. Now, if your company is making profit, if you are a well-managed company, if you are an efficient company, if you are a well-managed company, good company, if you are a professionally managed company, in that case, the number of days of payable outstanding should not be decreasing. It should be increasing. Number of days of payable outstanding, if it is increasing, it means what? It means you are able to negotiate better credit terms from your suppliers. Better credit terms from your suppliers. And remember, that is a good sign. That is a good sign. Now, before I close discussion on the efficiency in working capital management, I would also like to explain to you as to for the purpose of number of days outstanding of inventory, we took the COGS. And for the purpose of number of days of receivables outstanding, we took the figure of sales. And for the number of days of payable outstanding, we took the figure of EBITDA cost. Why did we do that? That is what you must understand. So for the purpose of inventory, we took the COGS. And why we took the COGS? Because what our inventory would comprise of? Our inventory would comprise of the raw material, work in progress, and the finished goods, isn't it? So what are the costs which are incurred for the raw material and work in progress and finished goods? So only two costs are being incurred for this purpose. That is the material cost, raw material cost, and the manufacturing expenses. And that is why for the purpose of finding out the number of days inventory outstanding, we took the figure of COGS. For the purpose of finding out the number of days of payable outstanding, we took the figure of the EBITDA cost. And what is the EBITDA cost? EBITDA cost is the COGS plus the SG&A. Why did we add the SG&A? Because what are our payables outstanding for? Our payables are outstanding for raw material cost. Our payables are outstanding for the manufacturing cost, and our payables are also outstanding for the SG&A. And that is the reason for the purpose of calculating number of days of payable outstanding, we took the figure of EBITDA cost. And remember, as I mentioned, how do you calculate the EBITDA cost? EBITDA cost is the material cost, manufacturing cost, and the SG&A cost. Put together is your EBITDA cost. And then for the purpose of calculating the number of days receivables outstanding, we took the figure of sales. And why? Because what is outstanding from our customer is the amount of invoicing that we have done with them. So that is the reason why we have taken the figure of sales for the purpose of calculating number of days of receivables outstanding. This logic and this understanding must be totally clear in your mind, and that is how you will calculate the efficiency in working capital management. Now here, friends, I would like to do a small case study with you to find out as to what should be current ratio of a well managed company. What should be the current ratio of a well managed company? And let me see how many of you are able to respond to this case study the way your response should come. And now we take the case study.